Yes, dear children, in continuation of that module magnetic effect of current, today we are going to see how to convert galvanometer into ammeter, galvanometer into ammeter and galvanometer into voltmeter. For that we are going to see an ammeter or ammeter. Ammeter is used to measure the current, in a circuit, and the unit of current is ampere. We know very well. It is a low resistance galvanometer. I can say it is a low resistance galvanometer. It is a low resistance galvanometer. I can say here. A galvanometer can be converted into ammeter by using low resistance wire in parallel, low resistance wire in parallel with galvanometer. So dear children, see the figure here. Suppose this is the galvanometer and parallel में हमने यहाँ पर एक shunt resistance लगा दिया है. Suppose these are the two ends A and B respectively, and the current flowing here is I. Here, suppose the current going is galvanometer current Ig. The remaining current here would be I minus Ig. This current will come here, this current will come here. Then again from here the current I will out. This device which we formed here, it is a ammeter. I can say like this. So dear children, you can see here a parallel shunt resistance is here. So what is the potential difference in between VA and B? We can say VA minus VB would be, according to Kirchhoff's law or Ohm's law, which says Ig into G, that is equal to I minus Ig into S here. So dear children, I can write here what is the value of shunt resistance here. So S is equal to Ig into G divided by I minus Ig. So with the help of this formula you may calculate S, and thus S is connected in parallel with galvanometer. Then this device works as an ammeter. Is it clear? Now I want to see how I can get the effective resistance Rp of this ammeter. The effective resistance we can calculate here, 1 by G is the galvanometer resistance and S, that is the shunt resistance. So when we take an LCM here, so we will get S plus G. So I can calculate here Rp, that is here the resistance is Gs upon S plus G. Gs upon S plus G. This is a very low resistance. So ammeter has a much lower resistance, or we can say an ideal ammeter has a zero resistance. Ideal ammeter जो भी होता है, that is of zero resistance. Now I want to see here how to galvanometer into voltmeter. So dear children, we are going to see here a voltmeter. It is a very high resistance galvanometer. I can say it is a high resistance galvanometer. It is used to measure potential difference between the 2 points in a circuit. Potential difference between the 2 points in the circuit, and we can measure potential difference in volt. A galvanometer can be converted into voltmeter by connecting galvanometer को voltmeter में बदलना by connecting a high resistance in series. A high resistance in series. Is it clear? Now with the galvanometer, high resistance in series with the galvanometer, let us draw a figure here and see how it converts. So, dear children, we can say here is a galvanometer and here is a resistance R. So I can say here the galvanometer current here is Ig. The potential difference in between the 2 points A and B is V. So this device is called voltmeter. We can say the total resistance of the voltmeter is equal to R plus G. So according to the Ohm's law, I can write what is the galvanometer current here. That is potential difference is V divided by total resistance is R. So Ig comes out to be this one. So I can write G plus R is equal to V upon Ig. So I can calculate here R, the value of this R. R is equal to V upon Ig minus G. So with the help of this formula, if this value of R is calculated from this, then this resistance is connected in series with the galvanometer, then it will be work as a voltmeter. Is it clear? Of the range, say 0 to V volt, and the resistance of an ideal voltmeter is infinity. The resistance of an ideal voltmeter is infinity. So this is the way to convert galvanometer into ammeter or voltmeter. So this is all about this chapter, magnetic effect of current. Now, dear children, open your NCERT textbook. We are going to see some numerical problems of our NCERT exercise 4. Is it clear? Now, dear children, we are going to see a numerical problem of our NCERT chapter number 4. See at page number 169. See the NCERT page number 169 of moving charges and magnetism. Our chapter name, moving charges and magnetism. See the question number 1 at this page number of NCERT. We can see or write the numerical a circular coil of wire. A circular coil of wire, that is number of turns is 100. 100 turns is there. Each of radius 8 centimeter, carries a current 0.40 ampere. Then it asks what is the magnitude of magnetic field. Magnitude of the magnetic field we are going to find out. The magnitude of magnetic field be at the center of the coil. At the center of the coil. This is our question number 1. Center of the coil. Dear children, I want to give you one advice. Write all the formulas of this chapter on a single page and learn them. Remember them. If you know the formula, then easily you can find out the value of magnetic field. So think of it. So dear children, the formula which we use here, B is equal to mu naught N into I divided by 2A. This is the thing, the number of turns here. Here is the current and here is the rate, A, distance. All are given. The value of this mu naught is equal to 4 pi into 10 raised to minus 7 into 500 into 0.40 divided by 2 into A. This is in 8 centimeter. So we may convert into meter, divide by 100. So this is 8 into 10 raised to the power minus 2 meter. 8 into 10 raised to the power minus 2 meter. Then solve it. Also you note down how much time you are taking to solve this simple calculation. It is very important in examination point of view. This is around 3.14 into 10 raised to the power minus 4 Tesla. The unit of magnetic field is Tesla. So this is the way. Again I am repeating, from 9th class we are doing physics numerical. So dear children, what are the things given to us? First write down here, then solve the questions. Okay. Now we take another numerical. See your NCERT textbook of same page number 169 and read them. And long question number 3rd. Dear children, you have to perform this NCERT textbook questions 4.1 to 4.9. These are very important questions. Is it clear? So see question number 3rd, page number 169. Read that question. A long straight wire in the horizontal. Here is the long straight wire in the horizontal plane carries a current of 50 ampere. A 50 ampere current is flowing here in north to south direction. This is north direction and this is south direction. Give the magnitude and direction of B at a point 2.5 meter east of the wire. Here is east. Say this is the distance 2.5 meter. 2.5 meter distance is here. Now our formula for the magnetic field nearby a point, mu naught I upon 2 pi a. This is the curve. Put all the values here and get the answer easily. Again put the value of mu naught 4 pi into 10 raised to the power minus 7. Current 50 ampere, 2 into 3.14 into a, that is 2.5 meter. Here. So write these values and solve it. You will get the answer near about 4 into 10 raised to the power minus 6 Tesla. It is vertically upwards. It is vertically upwards. So this is the simple way. 1 mark question is here. Write down. Now, dear children, see another numerical. Next question. Question number 4.5 on same page number 169. Here I can say what is the magnitude of magnetic force per unit length on a wire carrying a current. Current दिया हुआ बच्चों, carrying a current of 8 ampere and making an angle theta 30 degree with the direction of uniform magnetic field of 0.15 Tesla. This is the question. It asks the magnitude of magnetic force per unit length. F by L it is going to be asked. Dear children, we know what is the formula we have to use here. So I always suggest you write the formulas of this chapter on a single page and solve the problem easily. Our question suggests that the formula here would be BIL sin theta. That is F by L is equal to BI sin theta. Put all values. Here the value of B is 0.15. The value of current is 8 sin theta. Sine of 30 degree. Dear children, as a physics student, we must know what is the value of sine 30. That is 1 by 2. So you can solve it 0.15 into 8 into 1 by 2. Solve it and get the answer. That is around 0.6 Newton per meter. फोर्स का यूनिट न्यूटन डिवाइडेड बाय लेंथ, दैट इज वी कैन सॉल्व इट 0.6 न्यूटन पर मीटर. नाउ write down. Then children, we are taking one more question. It's another NCERT textbook question. So once we remember all the formulas, then easily we can solve the question. Easily we can write. Is it clear? The next question, that is 4.7 on same page number, that is 169. Two long and parallel straight wires A and B carrying current of 8 ampere, and here is the current 5 ampere in the same direction are same and separated by a distance is 4 centimeter. Then calculate the force on a 10 centimeter section of wire A. Estimate the force on a 10 centimeter section of a wire. This is our question, 4.7 of page number 169. What is the formula, dear children? Force per unit length divided by mu naught I1 I2 divided by 2 pi r. This is our formula. I1, I2. Here is the current. Put all the values. Distance दिया हुआ 4 centimeter, that is 4 into 10 square minus 2 in meter. 4 pi into 10 square minus 7 into 8 into 5 divided by 2 into pi. Pi you can put 3.14 or 22 by 7 into 4 into 10 square minus 2. Here, so you can solve here. Now, if you, this is F by L. Here, now we can solve here. Then F is equal to, that is put here 2 into 10 square minus 7. कैंसिल कर दीजिए इसको. पाई से पाई भी कैंसिल हो जाएगा, ये और ये. इसको लिखने का जरूरत नहीं है. तो 2 into 10 square minus 7 into 2 into 5, this is cancelled by 2. तो 2 into 5 into 10 square 2, ऊपर ले लीजिए इसको, into L. Here, this L is there. Then it asks the direction of magnitude. Magnetic field due to the current 1.5 meter. Sorry. Calculate this. Estimate. The value given here is the force on a 10 centimeter section of the wire. So we can write here. इसको solve करिएगा. You will get it 20 into 10 square minus 5 and L. L दिया हुआ 10 centimeter. So we can convert it 10 into 10 square minus 2 here for this value of L. So you get it the answer, that is 2 into 10 square minus 5. 2 into 10 square minus 5, and both the direction of current are same. So the force here will be attractive. So this is the result. You know formula, then you can solve the problem. No doubt at all. Now, see, we are going to see another question. Say question number 4.9. Again on the same page number. So we can solve the question here. Read question from your NCERT textbook 4.9. 4.9. A square coil of side 10 centimeter, side दिया हुआ बच्चों 10 centimeter. It consists of 20 turns. Always write the things first what are given on the left hand side of your copy. Is it clear? 20 turns is there and carries a current of 12 ampere. The coil is suspended vertically and the normal to the plane of the coil makes an angle of 30 degree with the direction of uniform horizontal magnetic field of magnitude 0.80 Tesla. Then what is the magnitude of the torque? ये हमारे से टॉर्क पूछ रहा है. Experienced by the coil. We know the formula है. जैसे हम टॉर्क सुनते हैं, that is बीना साइन थीटा और बीना साइन अल्फा, कुछ भी लिख सकते हैं आप. All the things here is given. B, I, N, theta or number of turns here. Here is the number of turns. और here दिया हुआ है, साइड दी हुई है 10 सेंटीमीटर. So we can find out a square coil of side 10 centimeter. So put the values of here. First of all, the magnitude of the magnetic field B. The magnitude of the magnetic field, that is 0.8. Then the current, that is given to 12. Then the number of turns 20. Then N I A B sin theta. A साइड दिया हुआ है, ए स्क्वायर कोइल है, तो साइड दिया हुआ है, एरिया निकालना है तो लेंथ इनटू ब्रेड्थ. इज इट क्लियर? सपोज इट इज ए वन साइड, आई कैन राइट हियर 10 into 10 into 10 स्क्वायर माइनस 4. एरिया निकाल लो इसका. ये 10 into 10 into divided by 100 into 100. That is the area. And sin 30. Here is the value. Now I can solve it and easily get the answer, that is 0.96 Newton meter. This is the way. It's a very, very important numerical, dear children. 0.96 Newton meter. It is clear? Now, write down. Now again see your NCERT textbook. We are going to perform some more numerical. See the question number 4.25. The question 4.25 at the page number 172. Read them. A circular coil of 20 turns and radius 10 centimeter is placed in a uniform magnetic field 0.10 Tesla, normal to the plane of the coil. If the current in the coil is 5 ampere, then what is the total torque? What is the total torque? First. Then total force on the coil, and then average force on each electron in the coil due to the magnetic field. तीन बातें पूछी इसने अपने से. First, the total torque I can calculate here. Torque is equal to बीना sin theta. Here. बच्चों जो coil यहाँ पर दी हुई है, it is given in question. The coil is made up of copper wire and a cross sectional area is 10 to the power minus 5 meter square, and the free electron density in copper is दी हुई है 10 to the power 29 meter per meter cube. Sorry. So here what is given to us? It is given that the magnetic field is normal to the plane of the coil. A magnetic field is normal to the plane of the coil. So here I can say angle is 90 degree. तो टॉर्क तो साइन 90 हो जाएगा 1, तो टॉर्क वुड बी 0. पहला नॉर्मल टू द कॉइल दिया क्वेश्चन में. Also the total force which is also equal to 0 because angle is 90 degree, force is also 0. Third, average force on each electron in the coil due to the magnetic field. So dear children, what I can say here, using the formula of force, F is equal to PQV. So I can write here B, the charge of an electron is E और velocity आपको दी हुई है, that is drift velocity VD. So here I can write B E into VD, that is I upon N into E into A. ये सेकंड चैप्टर से अपने फॉर्मूला लिया है यहाँ पर. तो आई कैन से बी आई अपॉन एन ए, बी आई अपॉन एन ए, इससे ही कैंसिल हो गया. देन पुट द वैल्यू बी, दैट इज 0.10, करंट दैट इज 5, नंबर ऑफ टर्न्स या फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन डेंसिटी आपको दी हुई है दिस वन, दैट इज 10⁻29 और एरिया दिया हुआ आपको 10⁻⁻5. तो दिस एन हियर दैट इज आई कैन से 10⁻29. ये इसको नंबर ऑफ टर्न्स मत समझ लेना, इट इज नॉट दैट, दिस इज हियर, दिस इज द नंबर ऑफ फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन डेंसिटी एंड ए दिया हुआ 10⁻⁻5. दिस इज एंड सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम. Solve it. Here it is 10⁻29. Solve it and get the answer, that is 5 into 10⁻⁻25 Newton. 5 into 10⁻⁻25 Newton. This is the answer. Now dear children, we are taking one more numerical here, 4.27 at page number 127. Here, a galvanometer coil has a resistance of 12 ohm and the meter shows full scale deflection for a current of 3 milliampere. 3 milliampere मतलब 10⁻³ ampere. How will you convert the meter या galvanometer into a voltmeter of range 0 to 18 volt? ये दिया हुआ क्वेश्चन में अपने को. This is our problem. Now, so dear children, current is given I, galvanometer resistance दिया हुआ आपको 12 ohm. The galvanometer can be converted into the voltmeter. गैलोमीटर में किस बदल है, वोल्टमीटर में, of range 0 to 18 volt by connecting a high series resistance, that is the formula is equal to R upon V by I minus G. Here the range दिया हुआ 18 volt divided by current दी हुई है 3 into 10⁻⁻³ और गैलोमीटर रेजिस्टेंस दिया हुआ 12. Solve it. I can solve this, that is 6000 minus 12 and that is equal to 5988 ohm. This is the answer, 5988 ohm. So dear children, it's a very very simple numerical. If you know the formula, then solve the problems easily. Now, we are going to take one more numerical or last numerical of this chapter. That is question number 4.28 of the same page number 172. A galvanometer coil has a resistance of 15 ohm and the meter shows full scale deflection for a current of 4 milliampere. That is 4 milliampere. How will you convert the galvanometer into an ammeter of range 0 to 6 ampere? Here. What are the things given? The galvanometer resistance 15 ohm, current 6 ampere. Sorry, this is the range दिया हुआ है और galvanometer current दिया हुआ 4 milliampere, that is 4 into 10 to the power minus 3 ampere. I want to convert galvanometer into an ammeter, a very small resistance S. That is called shunt resistance we required here. The value of shunt resistance we can find out with the help of our formula. S is equal to Ig into G divided by I minus Ig. Here. So shunt resistance which is being connected in parallel with the galvanometer. I want to find out shunt resistance. The value of Ig, that is given 4 into 10 to the power minus 3. The galvanometer resistance 15 ohm divided by I, the range दिया हुआ 6 ampere, minus 4 into 10 to the power minus 3. Here. Solve this. So we are getting here 60 into 10 to the power minus 3 divided by 6 minus 4 into 10 to the power minus 3. That is 6 minus, this is equal to 0.004. 0.004. Solve it. So we will get 60 into 10 to the power minus 3 divided by, इसमें से इसको subtract करिए, that is 5.996. 5.996. Then what we are getting? We are getting that is around 0.001 ohm. So this is the value of shunt resistance. You can calculate here. 0.001 into 10 to the power 3 into 10 to the power 3 mega ohm कह सकते हैं अपन इसको, या डायरेक्ट जस्ट राइट ओनली. दिस इज द आंसर 0.00 ohm here. Ohm. It is clear? So this is the way we can solve a lot of problems. Now write down. Last question we are doing here. I want to solve one more question. Earlier I told you that this is the last. No. Now here is the last. See the question number 4.22. The wires which connect the battery of an automobile to its starting motor carry a current of 300 ampere. Here. For a short time, what is the force per unit length between the wires if they are 70 centimeter long and 1.5 centimeter apart? These are the things given. Is the force attractive or repulsive? This is our question of NCERT 4.22. Now, use the formula F is equal to mu naught upon 4 pi that is twice of I1 I2 by R here. What is that? 10 raised to power minus 7 into 2 into 300 I1 into 300 I2 divided by R. That is 1.5 into 10 raised to power minus 2. Convert into meter. Like this. इसको मीटर में बदल लीजिए 100 से डिवाइड करके. So we are getting around 1.2 Newton per meter. Since the current in the two wires are in opposite direction, so I can say this force is repulsive force. It is clear? So dear children, this is all about of all the numericals of this chapter. You can practice some more numerical from NCERT textbook. Is that clear? Okay.